Hello, ladies and gentlemen. After heavy rains this evening, after the Under Armour Pro race, it pushed the Sportsman race back to tonight. Scott Roush on the pole, then it's Fitzwater, Dylan Schwallenberg, DJ Curtis, Blake Warren, Joey Murphy, pretty much dominated the past couple seasons here. Taylor Brian Price, Alan Matthews, then it's Will Goss, and Luis Hernandez. We're going to go back to the back of the field and show you right here. Look at the 98. That was the car that raced last week at Watkins Glen. They had to pull the dent out, and you can see all the bear bond on it. They basically brought that car here, loaded it up with bear bond, and they're just trying to wheel this thing around here to finish the race here today. Got some sponsors looking to get on this car for the rest of the season. So they had to get this thing fixed up and ready to go. Oh, contact Leroy Mercer, Rick Johnson. Oh, man, Robbie Jackson hard into the wall. And Super 8 Motels, Drunken Cow Jerky, Amco, and Gear Wrench are all pretty destroyed right now. Dylan Schwallenberg, your race leader. Lap 3 of 30, and we already got cars torn up. 33 gonna drive around, pretty much destroyed that machine. Not having the greatest luck in either series as Leroy. Actually, he was running top 15 here and something happened. Rick squeezes up into Zorlian. They make contact and hard into the wall goes the number 33 Drunken Cow Jerky.com Chevrolet. And there's actually other cars, the 18 and everything involved in this one. So we're going to get you back to the green flag here in just a moment. Pace car pulling in. You can see all the cars retired. Leroy Mercer, Robbie Jackson, Rick Johnson, William Brock, and Eric Monaco all retired out of the race. Green flag back in the air. And we're racing here at the Rock. Top 5 right now are Fords. And last season, the Fords got beat out by that number 14 Chevrolet of Joey Murphy. Ooh, man, James Kinghart had to get out of the throttle a ton. Also, Goodyear let these drivers run a very, very soft tire that should wear out a ton, is what we're hearing. Zach King trying to listen to that 98 on the radio, and he is just telling his team, he said, I'm just trying to hang on to this thing. We're terrible. Sam Curtis, the pit road with a problem. But Dylan leads Blake Warren. Maybe a tire went down on the 43. And Fords right now just wheeling them around the racetrack. Top 5 is Fords. Don't worry about the top 5 with little rear end damage. That's just a glitch. It's not a real damage. 3 car heading to pit road. So is the 11 and the 60. Couple cars heading down pit road. Maybe tires are going down that they brought such an abrasive tire here. But right now, looking at the speeds, Blake Warren is actually running a little bit faster. Dylan then will step up and say, no, not so fast. The top 5 are Fords. And not a one of them are a Ford Performance Ford. Looks like after last season's Ford Performance Championship, looks like they are on a slump. Best running Ford Performance car since 16th, Tony Newman. And then you got 19th, Al Lagacy. And then 20th is James Kinghart. Kinghart making a pass on the top here. Samet Oskin. Looking back here, the defending champion, John Gilbert, running 28th. Not a good run for Ford Performance. Maybe the whole team is on a championship slump. 98 still struggling. 3 car back down pit road, getting some more adjustments on the car. Annie Thomas with a lot of rear end damage. And as this race goes on, if you're Blake Warren, you don't want to let this 12 car get away. Dylan got the race, the Under Armour Pro, earlier today, and he was one of the guys who complained about the tire being too hard. He said we couldn't do, he was telling basically the officials that he couldn't do anything on the tire, but it was just too hard. Couldn't pass. If you went down the lane, you just couldn't do anything. Now, especially with all the rain and all the rubber washed off the racetrack, you're starting to see guys starting to drive it in a little deep. Look at Blake Warren actually getting a good run here on the 12. As the tires have worn off the 12, if we were running the same tire that the Under Armour Pro was running today, Dylan Schwallenberg would be able to hold this lead fairly easy. Right now, you can see the back end kicking out. He is wheeling this car to try to stay ahead of Blake Warren. One mistake, and that 22 is going to make the pounce and go to the lead. Blake Warren is a multiple-time Under Armour Pro winner. Now he is trying to win his first ever Sportsman race for Team Penske. Go back here to Luis Hernandez last week, tied the most all-time wins in the series with 4 wins last week. Get you back to the front right here's Michael Haas, a good run for him. Joey Murphy basically saying that he's got a good car, just probably not a good enough car to win the event. Zachary Fitzwater making a pass on Scott Roush. That's going to bring Will Goss, and Goss is going to take over and put a Chevy now into the top 5. Scott saying he has completely wore out his tires. There's nothing left, and he's got passed right there by Stephen Pollard. You can see the difference in lap times between the 12 and the 22. Taylor Brian Price and Zachary Fitzwater trying to do the good thing here for Roush Racing. Dylan Schwallenberg just trying to hang on to everything he's got right now. He lost the race last season here to Joey Murphy. And a couple of seasons ago, he lost the race here to Joey Murphy on a pit stop. Now today, having to hold off Blake Warren for his first ever. Blake Warren's looking for his first ever Sportsman win. I think Dylan is looking for his second Sportsman win. And pit stops here with 9 to go. Coming to get 4 fresh tires. Cars are staying out. The 88, that's Cynthia Bright taking a gamble. Anybody else taking a gamble? Actually, a couple cars. Ron Monaco taking a big gamble. Spencer Gilmore, Sam Curtis, they're getting back on the lead lap. Here it is. Going to be the race out of pit road. Who's going to win the race off pit road? We're going to sit right here. Who's going to win between the 12 or the 22? Do you take 2 in this situation? Actually, the 17 is coming out second out of the pit. Current leader is the 27, who's pitting this time. I have not seen the 5 car, who's currently sitting in second spot. There's the 5. So right now the 12 just unlapped himself. Oh, look at this Roush car going to pull right in front of Dylan. And there's 2 Roush teammates right here, the 6 and the 17. The 60 and the 6 trying to help their teammate Taylor Brian Price. That puts Dylan Schwallenberg to the lead. Taylor Brian Price now, can he run down the 21? Or can he run down the 12, excuse me. A 22.3, a 22.6. Taylor Brian Price having to deal with lap traffic. Dylan now might have to deal with some lap traffic in the turn 3. Oh, he is dealing with it, and he's dealing with it hard. That's going to let the 17 get a big run. 17's going to pass on the straightaway. Here comes the 17. Taylor Brian Price. Hey, will he get his first ever Sportsman win here today? Dylan's just saying, I hope I don't catch any more lap cars, but he's going to catch the 11 for sure. He's on old tires, maybe the 31. Oh, the 11 holding him up. That brings Taylor Brian Price into the mix. They're going to catch the 30. Dylan's going to catch the 31 at a bad angle, too. 3 laps to go, and he's going to catch him right in the middle of the corner. Now they won't have to deal with any lap traffic. Now it's a race on who's got the most speed. Man, the 12 got a good launch off the straightaway. Even battling with a car, he is still pulling away. Look at the lap times. Coming to the white flag. Blake Warren is all over Taylor Brian Price. It's going to be too little too late. Man, the 22 is way faster than the 17. They're just going to have to hope Dylan makes a big mistake in a turn 3. But it's not going to happen. Dylan Schwellenberg will not be denied, and he is going to win here at Rockingham. And will get Ford their first win at the Rock. Look at this right here. Zach King comes home 17th with all that damage. Oh, 38 gave him a little bump. Next week, Zach King is not in the car. But man, I don't know. He maybe should be in the car. He has been on a performance this season. You can see all the bear bond and everything on that car. But here's your whole official standings, everybody. You can take a look now, pause the video, and then we'll get to the other side. As we head next week to Richmond International Speedway, Jessica Kinghart makes her return to the series in the number 98. But Dylan Schwellenberg kind of on a hot streak right now. So here's the rest of your finishing orders. Top 30 gets points. So Max Anderson will get points right there. John Gilbert, 31st, a lap down. Championship slump has hit John Gilbert hard, everybody. And we will see you guys next week from Short Track in Richmond.